Today on Destination Polaris, we head to Utah for a ride so hot we'll need to cool down. Destination Polaris starts right now.
Destination Polaris is presented by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications.
Welcome to Destination Polaris. We are in Utah. This is my favorite state to ride. You guys want to see why?
We set up base camp in Fillmore, Utah. Located 2 hours south of Salt Lake City, Fillmore was the original capital of Utah. That was over 100 years ago. Today, one of the largest buildings on Main Street is home to Prime Powersports.
So this is the new place.
This is the new showroom floor.
Brian Kinsey is the owner.
It's 6,000 square feet of pure showroom floor.
Brian's new digs are almost done, but before the paint dries, he plans to take us for a spin.
This is where everybody usually parks, right in this area.
Brian, along with employees Dodge and Luke, make up most of our group.
When Polaris calls, you gotta show up.
We gear up and leave right from town. Utah is a premier state for mountain biking. So we thought,
That's the ultimate ride.
why not?
You can travel as far as you want in the general, stop, do some exercising, take the mountain bikes, and just have a blast. Let's go, let's head out.
First stop on our trip, the lava tubes.
Well, it's kind of the mark of Fillmore, is that a lot of people come to Fillmore to see the volcanic tubes and have fun with that.
The lava tubes were formed thousands of years ago, leaving underground tunnels.
You brought us here to the lava tubes. Now what?
Now we get to go exploring.
We can't.
It's pretty open, but there's a couple spots that it gets pretty narrow. That's why we've got our lights so that we can see, because it's going to be, it'll be dark. It'll be
we got a bunch of these.
Yes.
Is this going to be enough light?
It is, plenty of light for
Okay.
us. It'll be awesome.
That's all we need.
I feel safer already.
Down the belly of the beast we go.
Oh, you're taking that way. I'll take the path.
Let's take the rugged way. So they're big. You can hike through them. A couple places only one body can go through at a time. Other places you can have 10 or 15 people wide.
Oh, this is the skinny part right here, huh? Look at this. Duck the head. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Crouch down nice and low.
It's honestly super cool that we have them right here close to town. I mean, we're a 15-minute ride from downtown and you can be at the tubes. It's kind of fun that we can all go out there and enjoy them and explore them in different ways.
Yeah, there's a half a dozen of them around here that you can go hiking through, and they open up at each end. And all right, here we go. They're over 16,000 years old, and they're fun to explore. Looks like we made it.
To give you an idea of how long the lava tube actually is, there's the machines where we parked, and here's the exit. That's how long this tube is.
So now that we've been in the tubes, let's take a spin around them.
So Brian, I think it's cool that you brought us all the way out here, and then you guys are gonna ride the bikes back to town.
That's right. That's amazing. We could. It could be just fine. There's tons of exploring you can do around here. We're gonna go around the rim of some lava tubes and see kind of the little trails that have been made by other people with mountain bikes.
And you could take your buddies, throw your bikes on there, ride up to the top, and have everyone cruise down. And you're riding to the top of places where you couldn't normally get to.
It's kind of fun when you do find cool single track or cool areas like that where you can hop off your machine and just be in the outdoors and get up close and personal with it.
Our ride is just getting started. Stick around. We're going to take you to one of the best waterfalls we've ever been to. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications. Rockford Fosgate, purpose-built audio. Full throttle battery, the one that works. And by Super ATV, the leader in aftermarket parts and accessories.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. We kicked off our ride in Fillmore, Utah. And now, travel 2 hours south to Leeds.
Where we're going to go in the Leeds area, we'll see the backside of Zion's National Park. Beautiful park, just gorgeous red rock and all kinds of rock and lots of hiking, lots of off-roading.
You can't beat the diversity in southern Utah. You name it, it's here. We met up with Brian's good buddy Mark, who's gonna show us around.
Yep, I ride straight from my house here all the time. An afternoon stroll.
Mark plans to take us to Tokerville Falls.
This is actually Laverican Creek, and we call it Tokerville Falls.
To get to the falls, you can go lots of different ways. We started on the easy trails. And then spun some tires in the sand. But Mark said you can't come to Leeds without testing your skills.
Most of the trails that we're on in my life, I look for that kind of thing because I like the challenge.
Challenge accepted.
Well, so we got a little bit of a Moab here, a little slick rock, and then we'll turn the corner and go through a little cut right there at the top.
Like I said, beginner trail.
This won't be easy.
Point out, I'm not struggling at all. They're the ones having all the issues. I don't even need their help. That's such a lie.
All right. Mark.
That was awesome.
This trail.
Yo.
You said this was beginner level.
Today's riding's been pretty fun. And it's something that is such a unique experience, right? You can't describe this to somebody without them actually coming out and doing it with you. No. Wheel straight. Right there. Come straight up. Nice and right. That's your normal.
Woo!
That was terrifying.
The key is always add more gas until it goes really bad, then add all the brake.
Ow! Ow!
Dude, that was awesome.
It was all in the coaching, you know?
Dude,
Thanks to the Dodge and cousin. What's up? Rock crawling, it's a whole different kind of riding, obviously, than what we were doing. It's a lot more technical, and you have to really know how your machine handles, and so if you don't know what you're doing, then you can get in a little bit of a hairy situation, but I had fun.
We went on a trail today that I've only been on once before, so it's nice to find new trails on a regular basis.
It's all part of the journey. With the hard work behind us, we roll to the falls.
The water comes out of Zion National Park area, tends to run about the same level all year long.
I'd never been to the falls before, so that was a really cool experience for me, where you can just get right up on top of them and check it out. Super fun.
It was cool. And you just don't see that every day, where you can get right out on top of a waterfall right as it goes over the edge and just be a part of that experience. Where else in the world can you do that? But you can do it here in Utah.
We've got so much more to see and do on our trip to Utah.
So we're going to pull back the curtain on some of Utah's best locations. Stick around. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Walton's, everything but the meat. Aluma Trailers, Aluma Adventure, take fun anywhere. Razorback Off-Road, hardcore products for your side-by-side. And by Shock Therapy, the premier UTV suspension tuning company.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. We've returned to Fillmore in search of new destinations.
We just have such a variety throughout the West Desert.
Kevin Morris knows the area better than most.
I live here, and so I love Millard County.
Millard County lies on the west side of Utah, home to desert riding and tons of lava formations.
The lava tubes, the lace curtain are probably two of the most popular because they're so close to the freeway.
We've seen the lava tubes, but most of our group hasn't been to the lace curtains.
I didn't know they were there until I came down here and bought this dealership. And I've lived in Utah mostly my whole life.
You're looking at what we call the lace curtain. Almost 16,000 years ago, we had a volcanic eruption when Lake Bonneville was here. The lava was flowing, the wind blowing, and with the water, cooled it fast. And this look looked like lace or chocolate dripping.
Even locals like Afton Morrison are surprised by what they see.
Just so cool. There's so many things to see. We were coming around the trail here, and it's just massive and incredible. If you didn't bring me here, I wouldn't know that it was even here.
I had ridden on all of those trails before. I just had not ever been to the lace curtain. That lava drip wall was, I mean, it was cool. I can't even describe it. I don't even know the words. I'm not smart enough to know the words. I just know that it was super pretty, and I would definitely go back there again.
I've been to tons of places around the country, but I've never seen anything like this.
I know, crazy, isn't it? And that's the thing, is a lot of people don't know that stuff's here. So it's fun destinations, fun places to go.
Just around the corner, you'll find another landmark. Over 6,000 years old. A place called Devil's Kitchen.
Kevin, any ride of ours wouldn't be complete without a trip to a place named Devil's something.
That's Devil's Kitchen.
Devil's Kitchen.
This is the Fremont Indian as they were migrating through here. This is some of the petroglyphs panels that they left.
Here you'll discover more than 100 petroglyphs.
Okay, here's a panel here, and then they're located all the way up. As we get up above, there's a whole bunch, and then especially on the south side, they're all over.
Well, I'm doing my best here.
How's it going there, Jerry?
I would say I'm stuck. You know? Oh, look at that. And we're through. Right there. That person had 2 heads and 3 arms. That's 6 arms. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Petroglyphs, the way the Indians told their story and left their history for future posterity.
These are thousands of years old. But our final stop of the day is just under 100. In 1923, A.H. Hood attempted to build a giant windmill.
It was called the Hood generator, and it was going to be huge.
He got close, but never finished.
It just never materialized for one reason or another.
Locals now call it Utah's Stonehenge.
But he was ahead of his time in engineering, and would have been something cool if he could have finished it.
Everywhere you turn in Utah, you find something different.
Pretty chilly week, but we're going to crank things up before we get out of here with a trip to one of nature's hot tubs. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by RZ Mask. Get 99.9% filtration from dust and dirt. Flow Fast. Riders need to flow fast. Polaris Adventures. Adventure everywhere. And by Switch Pros. Programmable switch panel power systems.
Welcome back to DP. We've spent the week riding all over southern Utah, and we're going to wrap things up with a trip to the hot pots.
Located just a half hour from downtown Fillmore, the hot pots are a natural hot spring.
The hot pots here are cool. There's tons in Utah. I've been to a whole bunch of them, but the ones in Fillmore are definitely my favorites.
Just like a warm water spring. For some reason, it's formed right here in the middle of this random field. They're about 90 degrees, so you can come out here and just kind of hang out in the warm water.
You can drive your car to the hot pots, but that wouldn't be any fun now, would it? We took off and rode through a section outside town called the Meadows. We've had sun, rain, wind on our trip. So why not add a little bit of snow?
That's Utah, right? We're a state of variety. We want you to experience everything about Utah, whether it's snow, rain, sleet, heat. You might have to endure a little bit of weather, but it'll be worth it.
A 45-minute ride, and we rolled our machines right next to the pots.
So now, it's time to go hot tubbing. Oh, jeez.
Super good.
Dude, that's awesome. It is.
We should do every ride like this.
Yeah. We've been making.
I don't know how they formed exactly, but there's a little cave that's in the middle.
There you go.
There's a section where it's, you know, maybe 10 feet deep, and then you go over here and there's just a hole that drops down, I mean, 50, 60 feet.
The hot pots are amazing. They're nice and warm, and it's, you know, between 90 and 95 degree water temperature, and it's just nice and calm and relaxing.
A perfect ending to the week.
Just something that you don't find just anywhere.
There's so much diversity in Utah. So when people come to Utah, it's almost like going to 4 or 5 different countries because the diversity of the landscape just within a couple of hours drives from one spot to the other. It's pretty incredible.